back to my channel and happy spring. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look for you guys, which is inspired by the colors that I'm wearing. It's going to be a pink and mint green look, and I'm actually going to be using the Huda Beauty Pastel Obsessions palette. This is the mint one, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but I showed you this palette in my Sephora haul last year in spring. That's when I bought this, and I never used this palette since I bought it, so I'm really excited to use it. I'm just going to give you a little peek of the mint green color that's in my dress. So this is like an open style outfit. I'll show you the full look once I'm done with the makeup, obviously. Let's get started. I'm going to do my face first for this look because I don't plan on using glitter. So I already primed my skin using the Glassy Touch and Soul Skin Primer. I put that on like 10 minutes ago, so it already absorbed into my skin. But I'm just going to take my Dickinson facial mist, and I'm going to spray my face with this first. So starting with my foundation, I'm taking the Kat Von D Good Apple foundation in the shade Tan 60. I've really been enjoying this foundation. Like, I know that there's so many mixed reviews on it, but I actually really like it. If you guys want to see my full review and 8-hour wear test, make sure you check that video out first. But I've been really liking this foundation. The thing with it though is that you have to apply it with a brush, because I did try it with a sponge and it just doesn't work the same way as it does with a brush. So I am actually using the Blank Canvas F20 brush to apply it, and you have to do it in thin layers, otherwise it can look cakey really fast. And this is a very full coverage foundation, so you do not need to color correct with it either, especially if you get like the right undertone. So the one that I'm using has an olive undertone, which works perfectly for my skin. Oh, so today's the last day of my spring break, and I was like, I'm gonna make use of my day and film. So here I am, and it's like 5 p.m. so I'm trying to like finish up my makeup before the sun goes down, because today I will get an outdoor photo shoot in this look. I always miss doing outdoor pictures because I make my videos in the middle of the day, and then by the time I'm done it's already dark outside, and I hate it so much. But hopefully today I can catch the sun and golden hour, because like I'm wearing pastels, and I feel like when you take pictures wearing pastels, it looks the best in the daytime, not like indoor lighting. Like, you need to be out in the sun during golden hour to get your best pictures. And then, as always, do not forget your neck, especially if you're the bride doing your makeup or getting your makeup done. I'm just going to move on to concealer and then cream contour. So I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for underneath my eyes and like highlight zone. And for the contour, I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Dark. And this is going to be like my contour slash bronzer. So I'm applying it like this. And then to blend out my cream contour, I'm taking the Real Technique sculpting brush. This brush is really dirty, but whatever. I didn't feel like getting a new brush because I actually need to clean my brushes. You should be cleaning your brushes like once a week, but man, I just can't. Like, I would rather just switch out my brushes, pile them up, and then clean them all at the same time, which is so annoying, but that's just how I do it. I really like this concealer for cream contour. Like, look at how easy it blends out. And it just looks so natural. I actually prefer using warm shades. I'm over using the cool tone shades because I feel like on my skin tone, when I use cool tone shades, it starts to look muddy over some time. And I noticed that once I started using like warmer tones to bronze. That's what I've been into lately, and I really like this change that I've done in my makeup. So when I first blend out my cream contour section, I like to do what I call like a rough blend, where I'm just doing like a quick blend so like the product doesn't dry up too much and it becomes too hard to move. And then I go back in with like my foundation brush or whatever I was using, or a sponge, just to like blend all the colors in together. So it happens in layers. I always go back to different zones. I don't just stop at one. Like, this is not done. And now I'm gonna switch to blending out my concealer, and then when I blend the two together, like with my foundation shade, it's just gonna look a lot more, you know, put together. It's not, you're not gonna see all the lines. And then you guys know I don't always cream contour my nose, but shit, let me just do it today because I'm like trying to hurry up. since I'm trying to catch the sunlight. Okay, this is a lot, but whatever. This brush is actually pretty easy to blend out cream contour on your nose with. I thought it'd be too big because it is huge, but like I'm using the sides of it and it's actually working pretty well. Just gonna put a little more concealer. Okay, now blending out underneath my eyes. Oh, and I'm using the Morphe M173 brush. And then if you're struggling with blending, just go back into your foundation brush with nothing on it. And if you want to put something on it, like put in a second layer foundation at this point, you can do that too. I don't have anything on my brush. It's just whatever's left over from earlier. And I'm using that to help me push all of the products together and create a better blend. If you feel like your product got too dry and it's like hard to blend, what you can do is take a wet sponge and like push everything in at this point, or you can wet your face with a little bit of setting spray and then go in and then blend on top of it, and it'll be a lot easier to do. I didn't need to because my stuff didn't dry. Like what I'm using is pretty creamy and it stayed pretty creamy. And actually, I really like how the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is blending into the Kat Von D foundation. It's because the Kat Von D foundation is cream and then this is like creamy. It's not like a liquidy concealer. So I feel like it's blending really nicely together. Cream products blend the best with other cream products, if that makes sense. Like there's a difference between cream and liquid products. So these creams together are working really well. A lot of people were saying that the Kat Von D foundation for them didn't blend nicely and like it looked patchy and it just looked cakey after some time. But I really like it. So if you guys are like confused about getting it, I highly recommend that you get a sample of it and try it out and see if you think that's something that you would like, because it is really full coverage. So I'm just finishing blending out my concealer. I always do this part last, and then I take my concealer up to my eyelids too, to not only cancel out the darkness but also to act as an eyeshadow primer for my eyeshadows. I do want to try some new eyeshadow primers because I've been seeing a lot of really good reviews on the P. Louise brand eyeshadow primers. So I wanted to try those out. Let me know if you tried them and if you think that they're worth it, because I usually am not an eyeshadow primer person. I always feel like just putting a little concealer on is fine. But I think it depends on like pigments. If you're using a really strong pigment that requires you to use like a really tacky base, then go in with a specific eyeshadow primer that's meant for the pigment that you're gonna use. And also, most of the time if I am using pigments, they're glitters. So I usually need a glitter base, not necessarily an eyeshadow base, because there's also a difference between glitter adhesives and then eyeshadow primers. So, alright, now I'm just going back again into my foundation brush to just push it all in. I'm really over like the dramatic under eye highlight. Like I still want the highlight, but I don't want it to be like obvious, the color separation. You know what I mean? Going into the Morphe loose powder. This is in the shade Brightening Pink. It doesn't have any coverage. It's just like a loose powder. So I'm taking some on a brush. This is the Morphe M438 brush. And I'm just going in and lightly setting with this. I'm going to use the Lawless Skin Bronzer in the shade Summer Skin, and this is just going to be my setting powder. Alright, so I'm just dipping into here, brushing off the extra. This bronzer is very pigmented. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is very, very, very pigmented. So you only need a small amount when you use it. I like to use it on this angled brush, and I hold it down when I'm like doing it in the very corner, and then I'll like flip it around according to the direction that I'm blending it in. The way you hold your brush really matters when you're doing your face makeup. I think it matters more in your face makeup the way you hold your brush than it does in your eye makeup, because when you do your face, like if you want it to look chiseled without looking too much, then you have to be very light-handed when applying bronzer. You can't like do the harsh line thing unless that's what you're going for. But lately the new makeup trend is like a more blended contour, so for that you want to make sure that you're using a very light hand, doing patting and then swirling on top. Don't go straight into like the swirling motions, otherwise it's gonna be harder for you to blend it out. Drink break. This is the papaya green tea from Panera, my obsession. Moving on to blush, I'm taking this Ciate London blush in the shade Marbled Light Halo. And I'm just gonna do this right now, and then at the very end I'll do highlighter. I'm not gonna do highlighter until after eye makeup. I'm just gonna start by highlighting my brow bone, and I'm using the Huda Beauty. This is the textured eyeshadow palette Rose Gold edition, and I'm just gonna take the shade Bay to highlight my brow bone because I couldn't find like a color that I would use from here to highlight my brow bone. So just take whatever shade that you use to highlight your brow bone. You could even just use the highlighter that you're gonna use, but I want to start by using this light shade just to give me an idea of what I want to do with my eye makeup, because I have no idea what I'm doing with my eye makeup. Like this palette is gonna inspire the look. And I always pack on my eyebrow bone highlight because as I'm blending my crease shades and stuff, it will blend into it anyway and make it look softer, so I do go pretty heavy with it. I mean, I go pretty heavy with everything. I feel like I'm always explaining that because like if you're new here and you see what I'm doing, I feel like it looks pretty intense. So just to like remind you guys why I'm doing it, I always explain. Okay, we are starting with the mint green color, and if I need to blend this shade and even this shade to get it to look strong, I will do that. There's not that many mattes in here, so I'm starting out with the mint green first because I want to really build this color up. Now if you have a white base, that's gonna work best if you have like the NYX white jumbo pencil or a white eyeshadow primer. I don't know where my NYX jumbo pencil is, and I don't have a white eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna hope for the best and go directly in with the color. But I do have this right here, the Mehron Cosmetics Clown White. I was gonna try this on my eyes as a base, but I don't want to risk it because like I don't know if this is meant for your eyes, so I'm just taking my chances using the color directly. So I'm putting that into my crease, and it's going to take a lot of layers to get this color up. Again, I would recommend to use a base just so that it saves you time and stuff. But these shadows are pretty pigmented. Like just look, this is how it looks without using a base. Okay, now I'm going into that blue color. I'm honestly just gonna put this all over my lid because I feel like it'll help me with the blend too, but I am still gonna put a shimmer on top. Oh, this would have been so much prettier with a white base, but I'm still happy with how it's coming out so far. Okay, I've got my base down, and I know it looks very intense and very powdery right now, but it's part of the process. So now I'm just gonna switch to shimmers. So I'm going into this middle shade right here as my lid shade. So I'm just gonna use my finger. I think it's gonna work best. Alright, so I'm mixing these two, the middle shade and this shade right here. I'm mixing them with my finger to create like a really pretty tone. The formula is actually really good too. Like it looks like a foil shadow. Be careful though, because it has a lot of fallout. Okay, so as I was doing this eye, I realized that the shimmer wasn't working well with the green matte. So what I ended up doing was I took this shade right here, so like right in between the lid shade and the matte color, I put that shimmer down. So I don't know if you can tell the difference of tone. What it did was it just made more of like a 3D appearance. So look, right here, I have these two shades mixed together. And then in the outer section right here, I have this shade. So I really just did that to add that extra layer of green, and I actually want to just keep it like this. I don't want to put any other color here because I like how it pops. For the lower lash line, I'm probably going to go into more of like a pinky tone, and I'll probably switch palettes at this point because this palette really is only mint. Like, every color that I swatched has mint in it except for this pink shade. Otherwise, like, it's very hard to like create depth with this palette. It's really just for the color. So I want to keep the color because I feel like it works really well. And it did have a lot of glitter fallout. So if you struggle with making a mess when you're doing your eye makeup, do your eyes first for this look. I'm just going to do my eyeliner and then pop my lashes on. And I'm going to be using the Glamnetic lashes in the style Baby Girl. Okay, so I've got my liner and lashes on, and I'm still having glitter fallout, so make sure you keep like fluffy brushes handy, and like you can knock off the extra glitter from your eyes and also your face too. Make sure it doesn't stick, because if it sticks then it's hard to remove the glitter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my lower lash line. I already got my lashes on. I don't have mascara on yet, so I'm just going to do my lower lash line, finish up with the eyes, highlight, lips, and then we are done. So I'm taking my NYX retractable liner. That's going to be my top and lower waterline eyeliner. Alright, so since I had this palette out from earlier, the textured eyeshadow palette, I'm just going to take the shade Shy and Flamingo and kind of mix the two together and use that as a lower lash line color. And I'm taking it underneath my wing too, just to give it like a cool extra effect. And I actually really like this pink against the green. Since my outfit is pink and green too, I think this is gonna work really nicely. And back into the Mint Green Obsessions palette. I stuck my finger into there, do you see that? But I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and I'm going to use that as like this inner corner highlight color. And I'm probably gonna have to mix a different shimmer with it too, because the texture of this specific shadow is the most different out of the whole palette, and I don't understand why, because like it feels sticky. And yes, I know I still have glitter all over my face. Once I set again with like setting spray and stuff, then it's gonna be okay. So I'm not taking the shimmer all the way through. It's just starting in the inner section and like about a fourth way under.
Hey.
Hey. I'm almost done.
How long you got? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
About 20?
About 20.
That looks really nice, mashallah.
This is on the fly. This is the best I could do.
I like that. It's great. You listened to what I said last time.
Really?
Yeah.
This is what you told me to do with this look?
Yeah, I told you to do the eyeliner outline for the color of the dress.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you did. I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna chill in now.
Alright, I'm taking this color as my inner corner highlight. I'm like trying to just use all of these shimmers now at this point. Since I have pretty much this entire palette on my eye, I'm like, why not, you know? Just connecting it here. And again, if you get glitter fallout, make sure you dust it right away, because it has been sticking to my face. Alright, I'm hitting it with some Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I actually really like this mascara. I just opened it for the first time yesterday and I like it a lot. The brush is thin, but it gets the job done. So I'm not putting these on my falsies, or at least I'm trying not to. I'm just blending my real lashes into the false ones. Alright, eyes are officially done. I'm going to do highlight and lips, and then we are done. For highlighter today, I'm taking my Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm going to pop that on my cheekbones using the e.l.f. highlighting brush. And then at the very end, you always want to seal it with setting spray. I'm just now rediscovering that setting sprays are so important. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't, but ever since I got the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, this shit is my new best friend when it comes to makeup. It just looks so much softer, and it's like, it gets rid of all the powderiness, the cakiness from your makeup. And then tying my highlight shade into my brow bone color, because you guys know I like doing that. Alright, I'm going in with my face spray. Alright, for lips, I'm first taking this Sephora lip pencil in the shade Bellflower and lining my lips with this. And I'm going on top of that with Too Faced liquid lipstick in the shade My Type. And then topping off with a Pat McGrath lip gloss in the shade Flesh Fantasy. And this is only going like in the center. Alright, so this is it for the makeup. I'm gonna go put on the rest of my jewelry, my outfit, and then do my hair. And I will come back and show you guys the final look. And this is the final look. I wanted to show you guys the dupatta because it's important that you see why I chose to do mint green with this look. Let me just give you like a full twirl of the outfit. So it is gown style and it has like this middle opening, and like when you walk it looks so pretty. You guys will see it in like the outdoor photo shoot. I made it to the outdoor photo shoot today. I'm so excited because I never make it to my outdoor photo shoots because the sun always goes down by the time I'm done filming. But today was meant to be. I'm sorry, I had to, you guys. No, but seriously, like this dupatta makes the whole outfit. Now usually I'm not a dupatta fan. Okay, like seriously, I hate carrying dupattas with outfits, and I never see a point as to why you need your dupatta with your outfit. But you know how you have some desi clothes that you need the dupatta to make the outfit? This is one of those things because the mint green in this outfit is only like at the bottom of the gown. It has like a peekaboo green, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the dupatta is necessary for the whole look so you can really tie everything together. I wasn't expecting the mint green to look this like smooth because when I was applying it at first it was really chalky, but I'm happy that I went through with it because I would never have done mint green on my entire lid like this. Mint green is one of my favorite colors. Around my wedding time I was going through this phase where I wanted everything mint green, and this outfit was actually gifted to me by my mother-in-law. She got this made from Pakistan in Karachi. Usually my clothes are from Lahore, but if they come from my mother-in-law, you guys know Danish's side of the family is from Karachi, so my mother-in-law always gets my clothes made from Karachi. And then I always see a difference in clothes though. Like I'm not gonna lie, there is a difference in clothes based off of region in terms of like style and fashion and fabric. I've noticed this, and also like my mother-in-law will always tell me that like the fabric apparently in Lahore is a lot better, but in Karachi like their style, like the fashion sense is all very trendy. So yeah, anywho, my jewelry set, I wanted to talk about this too. So this is my Nikka jewelry set. I wore this with a pink and green outfit as well. The color combo for my Nikka was also the exact same color combo as this. I didn't do a mint green look for that either, and I wanted to recycle this jewelry with this outfit because I'm actually gonna redo my Nikka makeup too for a video for YouTube for you guys, and it's not gonna be like mint green. So that's why I wanted to do mint green with this because I just felt like it would be really nice. But actually, you know what? Let me know in the comment section below for my Nikka outfit, and it's literally the exact same tones in this dress. Do you want me to do pink at the top and mint green at the bottom? Kind of a reverse of what I have going on right here, just to give you another option, like how it would look if you just do the pop of color on your lower lash line versus at the top. Because I don't consider the pink as like a pop of color because pink is in my like regular makeup looks too. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be so many more looks that I'm going to be creating in the next couple of weeks. So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free. And then also don't forget to give me a like on your way out. And yeah, comment any future video requests you have from me. Again, tell me color combinations. If you have any specific colors that you want me to do, let me know in the comment section below because chances are I have a desi outfit in that color that can inspire a look. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you and your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!